Hi there and welcome back to a new video. I've got all these journals out and we're going to be talking journaling tips today, but actually focusing on hidden journaling. So I'm going to be going through my planners, or I will have gone through my planners, to find you a load of examples to give you lots and lots of tips. I really hope you will enjoy today's video. I hope you'll find it useful. Please give me a thumbs up if you do. Please subscribe to my channel if you don't already. And let's talk hidden journaling tips. So I'm just going to go through and share all my different tips with you. Now, the whole idea of hidden journaling is obviously to hide your journaling. You don't always want it on display. For example, this page here, I did the page and I didn't actually have space for the journaling. I liked it as it was. I liked the design, but I didn't want, sometimes journaling can feel almost a little bit messy. So for that reason, I created a pocket. And all I have here is like a little card, and I've stuck it on 3 sides, leaving the top here free. Whoops, I've just unpeeled that. And the journaling is on the back of this tag. Really basic, really easy. I've done the writing nice and small so that it fits on the back really easily. And then I like something when it's like that, almost just to let you know that there is journaling on there, and it kind of encourages you to pull it out. Sometimes journaling can be quite personal. In this case, it isn't. In this case, I just didn't have the space on the page, so which is why I decided to hide it there. This is one of those pages where it is quite personal, so I decided I didn't want it on full show. So instead, I drew around my hand, used some watercolours, completely doodled all over it, and it's now disguising the journaling. You could actually journal on the back as well, couldn't you? Or paint it, I just realised that. But that kind of like just hides it. It's not overly personal, but it just kind of, it's just not on full display there. I quite like that idea. And it also looks very arty. This is a journal that I created myself, and I actually made it from a paper bag. I really love how this works. And as you can see here, the paper bag is the cover. So the end bit here is sealed, and this front bit is obviously the entrance to the bag. It's not sealed, and that is the perfect place to pop some hidden journaling if it's not something, again, that you want shared. A great way to add letters maybe, and I've just added a binder clip there to hold it all in together. But that is such a good way to add hidden journaling. I'm so pleased how that's turned out. I've also got here a vellum pocket, and that's another good place you can pop like hidden journaling. You can pop like a letter, for example. That would be a really good place to put it, especially if it's not overly personal, because you can slightly see through. You can obviously add pattern paper or a design over the top if you wanted, but it's another good place to hold something safe. I love adding pockets to my journals. I do this on a regular basis, and there's so many different ways to do them. And obviously everything that we're talking about here today, you can also apply to your scrapbooks. It doesn't just have to be journals. But on this page here, I added just a simple long strip here of pattern paper, leaving the top here free, so the sides are stuck down as is the base. And I just added lots of little tags here and stuck my photos to the tags, and I journaled on the back of each one. It's so cute. You can see that there's little photos there, but it just hides your journaling, and I think that looks really, really cute. I love using non-creative stash on my journals as well. And especially when it's memorabilia, something that brings back a memory. This here was the cutest cafe I think we've ever been in, the Mirabelle Cafe in Savannah. It gives me all the feels just when I see the, what do you call these? You know, the things that go around a coffee cup, the cover. Do they have a name? I can't think. Let me know if they have a name. Leave me a comment below and let me know. But I wanted to use this, so I cut down the one side, and now not only does it hold my photo, and 2 more photos. I unstuck this bit. This is how it should be. I unstuck that to be able to journal underneath. I'm so pleased with that. Can you see how cute that cafe is? We had waffles there. But this is such a cute way to add journaling. Sometimes when you're making a smaller project, a smaller journal, you don't always have the space, so you need to get creative with your journaling. And I think that's really creative. I'm so pleased how I've managed to add so many little photos and add the journaling and memorabilia all on that tiny little page. This one here is a recent journal. You may have seen me create this the other day. I'll link up the video for you. I've used a postcard for my hidden journaling. Again, no particular reason. It wasn't like it's personal. I just needed more space for my journaling. I ran out of space. I journaled a lot on this page. So instead of just journaling on the back of the postcard, I added some patterned paper. And I've stuck it in with some clear tape. I would usually use washi, but I didn't want to cover up the artwork on that page. And then I've added my photos as well. And again, I'm really pleased with how that looks. I think it looks really, really sweet. And it's a really fun way to use a postcard on a project as well. Very similar, this one, using the paper bag again, just like we did as a cover on one of the other mini books. I've used it here inside my book. So you've got one side here, and I've used this paper bag in 2 different ways. So here, it's stuck to the page underneath, but I've used a craft knife on the top here to add my tag. So you can add your hidden journaling here on the back. But this page here, I've left that sealed, and we've obviously got the entrance to the bag here, and that's where I've added my tag there. I've added a big clip, chunky clip on the top there. It's just a journal card. It's not actually a tag, but it feels like a tag now because of using the clip. You can pull it in and out. Really pleased with that page. Really handy way as well to hide your journaling. Got a couple of different ways here where I have made pockets again. Here was just again like using a postcard, and I've only left that little bit free. And this way I've used park maps. You could add a letter. You could add other types of journaling as well. You can also, this is also a good way if you have greetings cards. If you've been sent a really special card, that's a really nice way to add it to one of your journals. And here I've used like a cello bag. And again, you can just pop anything in there if you want to hide it. It's a really handy way of adding, again, letters or anything like that. On this journal page here, I've actually made my own pocket out of fabric. This was just using a little bit of fabric that I've found, and I'm not great at sewing, so I've just created almost like a jeans, like a denim pocket, just using staples. I've added photos to a tag, and I've journaled on the back, and I did attach a little sign saying "Read me" at the top. And I've got the story there behind. Again, it's not personal at all. Fun story, but I didn't want it on the page. It just looks a little bit neater. I have a couple more examples. These are using envelopes. Envelopes are so handy to add your hidden journaling. They're almost like the perfect way. I've got a little envelope here. I've added holes so I could thread some twine through. And I've actually got receipts in here, but you could add your hidden journaling. And I've added, I've stuck a envelope in the back here, and I've created a little mini book here to go inside, and that's with my journaling on there. Again, no particular reason. It's a really fun story, but I wanted it neat and tidy, so that worked out really, really well. Another reason people like to use hidden journaling, not everyone's fond of their handwriting. Some people don't always want it on display. And I do feel that it's a very personal thing. Handwriting is something that is almost like disappearing a little bit. So it's a shame not to have something of you in your book. So again, if you're not keen on your handwriting being on display, I always recommend you still try and add it, even if it is by adding hidden journaling. I've got some pockets here, and again, I've cut them at a triangle this time, and I've left these bits free. And here we've added our summer bucket lists to my journal. This is a really fun way to add journaling as well. I haven't actually added journaling to this page, but when I was looking through for examples, I saw this and I thought, you know, this is the perfect way. I've used some vellum, but you could use anything. You could use a postcard, you could use thin patterned paper. If you did use a postcard, you'd need to make sure you've scored it, but you would never think that that lifts up. This would be the perfect place to add hidden journaling. You could either pop it on the back there or underneath, and nobody would know it's there. I've literally just used a bit of double-sided sticky tape to stick at the very back. This is such a fun little way to add your journaling as well. I've got quite a lot of story here. I didn't have the space. I didn't want the whole page to be about the story. I wanted there to be photos as well. So I created a little flip page. This is supposed to stick over there to hold it in place. I think that looks so cute. So I've got all the journaling, but this also flips down to hold even more. I'm really pleased with this. It's a great way, again, to add journaling and add photos. And here I've used another glassine envelope and a tag. And I've actually just done it to add photos, but again, that would be a really good way to add extra journaling as well. And the nice thing about this, if it's really personal, I've put the photo over the middle so you could easily hide it that way. And this way you can pull it out to read it if you want to. You could even fold it down and seal it if it is really personal. I have the final two ways. This way I've got more bucket lists, but I've actually created a pocket using tissue paper. I've cut it to size, and again I've just stuck the sides down here. I've stuck two sides down, and this holds my bucket lists in. And the very, very final one, this is really personal, and I know some of you know that there was an Alcatraz story, and I'm not prepared to share it purely because Aid will divorce me if I do. So I've created, using a paper bag, I've created a pocket, and that's all I'm going to say. Aid's story. The tag is there, and it's hidden away because it's so personal. But I did share the story with a friend, and I WhatsApped the story to them. So what I've done is I've screenshot the WhatsApp message, printed it out as a photograph, and I've stuck that on the tag. I wish I could share the story with you because it's absolutely hilarious, but I really like being married to Aid, so I'm not going to share it. So they are all my journaling tips, my hidden journaling tips. I really, really hope you've enjoyed them. Thank you so much for listening. I hope they've given you some ideas, some inspiration. And if you are worried about journaling, whether it be because it's private or you don't like your writing or for whatever reason, I hope these have inspired you to actually give some handwriting journaling a go. I would love to hear from you in the comments section. Let me know which are your favorite ways of doing hidden journaling. Have you used a hidden journaling technique before? Do you have a favorite? Have any of these given you ideas? Let me know. Leave your comments in the bit below. I would love to hear from you and love to chat about it with you. Thank you so much. I will actually continue this chat over in the Lollipop chat group as well, which will be linked below. Everyone is welcome to join, and I look forward to chatting with you there as well. Please give me a thumbs up if this video has been interesting to you, if you've enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you don't already. Thank you so much, and I will see you on Monday with a new journaling video. Take care. Bye.